First of all, I want to thank the church and everyone who supported for me to go to camp. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, and thank you for your prayers.
A little bit. There you go.
And thank you for your prayers and support to help me go to camp. Camp really means a lot to me. That's where I got saved. That's where I fell in love with Jesus. That's where I felt like I was called to go to ministry. One of my favorite things about camp was getting to know everyone there, getting to know our youth group more, getting a closer relationship with the girls there, and getting a closer relationship with God, growing closer to Him. The one takeaway that I got from going to camp was worship. Like, the one thing that God taught me, and I've been told before to go and worship like no one's watching, like raise your hand, praise, it don't matter. But I never really put it into perspective until I went to camp this year, and I didn't care if anyone else wasn't worshiping Him. I didn't care who around me was just not worshiping Him. I wanted to. Like, that's a big thing God showed me. And again, I just thank you for allowing me to go to camp and thanking you for your prayers as we went to camp. Thank you. So what y'all just saw was just a little bit of the week. And this is my first mission trip. I've never been on a mission trip before, so it was new. It was different. We went to Hilldale, Utah, and it may look like, yeah, we had fun and we played, but that was only the times where we could actually get our phones out and take pictures. I just want to start off thanking the church for your support. Without y'all's support, I could not have gone on this trip. I could not have gone and served and done what the Lord wanted me to do. And I thank you for your prayers, praying for me while I was there, praying for the community, praying for you and the people in Utah, and the encouragement. Everyone who sent a text and encouraged me while I was there. The Lord knew I needed it. Okay, there's a lot of things God taught me while I was there. One of them was flexibility. Every day we had a plan. We had something we were gonna do. There was one day, so starting Monday, we were supposed to go, and we were gonna go to someone's house and help them clean up and paint and do all that. When we got there, and they said, well, we're not ready for y'all. We have weeds outside you can pull. So we did that Monday. Tuesday, we went to go help an older lady. She needed weeds pulled. So Tuesday, we pulled weeds. Wednesday, there was a lady, Warren's daughter, so the guy that was over Mormons or whatever, one of his daughters needed help, and she has like a huge land. She needed help pulling weeds Wednesday. So we pulled weeds Wednesday. Thursday, praise the Lord, we got a break. We got to go hiking at Zion National Park. So that was awesome. And so it rained every single day while we were there. And we got to go and hike. And at this park, it's normally clear water. That was not the day for us. It was brown water. And it was so muddy. And if y'all haven't noticed, I'm a little clumsy, just a little bit. And so every step I took, I was slipping on the rocks and I was slipping on the mud. And that day I ended up muddy and actually having to shower that day. And then Friday, we went and we were supposed to go, we got to go, some of us got to go paint someone's house, and then the other people got to go pull weeds. I got to paint. But through it all, it was worth it. And the weeds, like, this isn't like little garden weeds. This isn't like your little flower stuff, flower pots. This is fields. Like, all day work, fields, sweating, pouring sweat, drenched. And so that's why we didn't get a lot of pictures of that, because we were pulling weeds a lot. And that was our week. But some of my favorite things while we were there, there's a church called Community of Grace. The person who, a guy, I can't remember his name, started this church, and it's a small little church. And I love it. It's beautiful there, and everyone there is nice and kind. And it was there. Under the church is a thrift store, and it's a lot of the Mormons there don't want to go to church or go to anywhere like that talks about Baptist or anything like that. So they outreach through that thrift store that's there. And I worked in the thrift store a couple days. I don't like that. That was hard because just gonna leave it at that. But God taught me flexibility, and then the second thing He taught me was I'm not alone. The first couple days were some of the hardest days. I went with a youth group that I didn't know. I went with people that I've never met before. Well, I've met before, but I've never actually really talked to them or got to know them. And so at that moment, the first probably 3 days, I felt so alone. And then someone sent me a video of C.T. Townsend preaching. And at that moment, when I finished watching the video, I felt God saying, "Rachel, you're not alone. I'm right beside you. I'm holding your hand." Just because people aren't talking to you or people aren't hanging out with you, or just because you sit by yourself doesn't mean you're alone. Like, I'm right here with you. And that is a big thing that God taught me. And I held on to that. And after I held on to that and realized, like, you are not alone. You have Jesus. He is holding your hand, walking right beside you every step of the way. And so that was one of the biggest things that God taught me while I was there, was that you're not alone. And you can do this. And I thank God for allowing me to go on this mission trip and allowing me to serve and go do and be with the kids and playing with the kids and building a relationship with all these kids there. But those were the two things God taught me. And I just, again, want to say thank you so much for your support and your prayers and all y'all's encouragement.